bit wetter than I prefer for opening day. It's about 50 degrees this morning, which is about 30 degrees warmer than I'd prefer, but you gotta play the hand you're dealt, right? I should be in a good spot, downwind of a giant bedding area. One of my target bucks has been close. Less than 2 hours ago, he was on camera. So, fingers crossed he ends up working my way and I get a shot at him this morning. But, time will tell. We'll see what happens. Opening day, baby. right now. I think I'm going to give it another 15 minutes or so, but it's been quiet for quite a bit now. I think the wind is supposed to be the same direction tonight, so I'll probably end up coming back to this same spot. Alright, it is November 15 and I am back in for the afternoon hunt. The weather tonight is basically the same as it was this morning. It's like 50 degrees. It's kind of misty, rainy, with a light northwest wind. Everything is very wet out today, so I'm not going to be able to hear stuff as well as if it was dry. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes peeled and keep watching for deer. I think with that, I'm going to settle in and we'll see what comes through this evening. Chasing tonight. Definitely seems like there's some does in heat in the area. The wind is gonna switch overnight, so I can't hunt this spot in the morning. But I have another stand that's directly across the swamp from here, which would be fine for that wind. So I might end up hunting there in the morning. Alright, it is November 16 today, the second day of firearm season. It's been over 8 years going to be headed home tomorrow after the morning hunt. So I think tonight, and then if need be tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to shoot a doe. So tonight I'll probably end up sitting on a field edge, just looking for a nice wide open, easy shot on a doe. November 16 today, which is the second day of firearm season here in Michigan. Basically, I'm in a low impact spot on a field edge. So I'm hoping to basically catch a doe on the way over to those turnips. We'll hang out here tonight and see if I can't put down a nice doe. Alright, I think she's down out there in the field right over that hill. I had a whole bunch of does come out, and I couldn't decide which one to shoot because they all looked to be about the same size. And for a while, they were all grouped up right by each other, too. Well, I think they ended up smelling me and taking off, and this one has a big brisket. I don't know if that's like a tumor or what, but seemed to be a decent-sized doe, so I took her. I knocked my GoPro off. Still rolling. Hi guys. So I don't have any second angle footage of it, but Sweet, I think I've got my first tag filled. I'll be able to get her cleaned up in daylight yet. I thought she was going to drop right there. I'll give it a few minutes and go see what I can find. All right, my tree's right behind me. You can't see it behind the cedar tree, but that's where it is. That doe came out down here, and then I shot her somewhere back in that area, and she took off behind this hill, and I'm pretty sure she's dead over there. All right, doe down. It's about where I figured she went down, so let's check her out. Hopefully she's a nice mature one. All right, here she is. Probably a 1.5-year-old doe, I'm thinking. I came out tonight with the goal of taking a doe, and I had a big group of them come out. And I was hemming and hawing about which one to shoot and trying to decide which one was the biggest. And each time another one would come out, I would think, oh, that one's bigger. But they were all about the same size. And once I kind of finally decided just to shoot one of them, they were all grouped together, and I couldn't get a shot where I wasn't risking shooting one or the other. And finally, one of them caught my scent and took off, and then the rest of them went with it. And so this one stayed out, and she looked like I said, not a fawn. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take her. I think I flinched a little bit on the shot and hit her a little bit far forward. But she bled a lot, and ended up dead right here in the field. So this is my first tag filled for the year. I want to get probably 3 more does by the time that season's out. I wanted to just get one this weekend for sure, just to know I at least had some venison, and that's what this girl right here ended up being. I can go ahead and get her cleaned up and on her way to the freezer. It is the morning of November 17th, and I've got some raccoons fighting behind me. I shot that doe last night on a field edge that's, I don't know, a few hundred yards from here. That was my only doe tag, so I'm going to be hunting bucks only this morning. I'm headed home after this hunt, and I've got a busy week this week, so I don't think I'm going to do any hunting between this weekend and next weekend. So this is probably going to be the last hunt for the episode. I'm going to hang out, and hopefully one of my shooter bucks comes through this morning. I wish I had more doe tags first and foremost, because those first 2 does this morning were really nice. And then a smaller doe was coming in with a 6-point behind her. And this is the second time I've had this happen, but you could hear my dad shoot a deer in the background. I think he shot a doe. It's still pretty early. It's like 8:07 right now, so I don't know what his plan is, if he's gonna hunt for a while yet or if he's just gonna go ahead and get down. But whenever he does decide to get down, I'll probably go help him take care of that doe. So this might end up being a short hunt this morning. Alright, well, shortly after I cut the camera, I heard my dad shoot again, and he texted saying he shot 2 does. So he is about as far away on the property as you can possibly get as far as access points goes. So getting deer out of there, one of them is manageable by yourself, but 2 of them is kind of a lot. So I think I'm going to get down and lend him a hand with that. And this will be the end of that episode because I'm not going to take my camera gear with me or anything. I'm just going to travel light. That's all for today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time.